Okay, welcome everyone. Good morning. We are in for another stream. As today is Sunday, so we are free to play some game of chess. And I will be playing against some of the viewers as well, but later. Before that, I'm going to play some sort of rapid games. Hello, Vivek Kumar. Welcome to the stream, brother. Good morning. How are you? Hello, Sudarshan. Hello, good morning, Sudarshan Reddy. Welcome to the stream, brother. How are you guys? Okay, I'm going to be playing 10 plus 0 and I will try to spell out all of my thought process while playing the game of chess. And I think we can start the game or should we wait? Yes. Sudarshan Reddy, good morning. Okay, let's see who are joining the stream. It's Sunday morning, so we are going to have fun. I will be playing some games with the viewers as well. So let's go. Yeah, let's play. I'm going to be playing 10 plus 0 first. Let's start. Sudarshan, brother, I want to play a rapid game. After this game, you can send me the challenge. So if you want to play, you have to wait. Okay, he aborted the game. Let's play again. 1t6. Okay, we are playing with the black pieces. So let's go for knight f6. Now we are in for the Ninja Indian defense. It has been like so many days since we have played Ninja Indian defense last time. I can play b6. Yeah, let's go b6 with the idea of cutting the light square bishop. I can take here with the knight. Let's take that with the pawn. Bishop b7. Our bishop on b7 will be a little bit less effective and it is also destabilized. Okay, now let's go to c8 here. The pawn on d5 is defended for the moment. Now c5 with the idea of opening up the c file, trying to attack him on the c file. Hello, me. Now I have to give up this, or I can just go back as well for the moment. But then he takes, let's keep this up, and I can get our knight on e5. Yeah, let's go. If he captures, I can recapture with the knight. Can you play next match with me, Umair? Everything you have to wait, brother. You have to wait. I don't know what is the idea. I can advance with the move c4 here. To be honest, I don't know what is the idea of this. Let's go knight d to f6. Maybe he wants to get that knight on e5. Yeah, I can take. So that was the idea. I like the look of queen d6 here. f3. I have knight c5. I can also start by capturing. That is also an option. But let's bring the queen into the key with queen d6. I think I'm fine here. But my opponent is playing relatively faster than me, so I have to be careful. From Indonesia, Ojo. So he solidified this. Should I go c4 and close down the queen side? Let's go. At least we are limiting this bishop. I can take that whenever we want. Let's go here now. If he takes our knight, we can replace with other knight. And if it was f3, then e3 will be weakness, and this diagonal can become heavy sometimes. Rook c7. And now we can also try to read out this bishop onto this diagonal. I can go queen d8, not a big deal. He's playing some move with tempo. Now I think it is a nice idea to read out this bishop onto this diagonal. Okay, now he's hitting our knight, so makes sense. I can go this way. Now let's ask some question to that bishop, and then bishop c8 with the idea of bishop s3 trading of the light square bishop. That's control. That's control. Let's go for that. I want to trade off that light square bishop. And if we can manage to trade, okay, he's just going for the kill. Knight e6, not giving me the option. Okay, there will be some moment where he will get some sort of breakdown. And bishop a6 looks intuitive, aligning that with the queen and preparing sometimes c3. Now I don't know what is the idea of this move. I can with this. Should I go here to offer a knight? Let's take g3. If it was this pawn, knight f6 looks intuitive, but that is not good. I must think. F3 allows knight g6. 3 allows knight g6. Now this guy is very aggressively. What should I do now? Let's go back. I'm just kind of out of them. Thank you, Myth1339 for sending me Argentina. Wow, it's crazy. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Okay, I kind of have to wait for his cards. Like he's going aggressive on the king side, I guess. Now he's hitting this. I don't know. Actually, he's hitting that. Let's offer a bishop trip because this bishop is kind of bad. It's not that great piece. So we want to trade with this. Okay, now I'm gonna take that with the knight or with the. Let's take that with the knight. I want to keep the queens on the move for some attacking chances. I don't know what is he trying, but he's just making all the moves quickly. That is something which we have to be careful about. Now this rook is also under fire of the queen. So queen is kind of tied down in the defense of the rook. He goes back. Now should I go for the queen side expansion? Because this bishop is kind of very annoying on this diagonal. And now one of the ideas to play queen d6 and knight h5. Queen d6 and then knight h5 hitting g3. In the meanwhile, he will also try to operate on the queen side. I can't play this move, and now this queen is very annoying. Queen is literally very annoying. How to get rid of this queen? This guy is very annoying. Should I try to get that knight? That way? Let's try to get the knight on g6. He is just going for the king, not waiting. I'm hitting e3. Oh, he's giving up e3. Can I take that? I'm not seeing anything wrong in this one. Yes, you can go back, but now look at that. Let's go for this. He will take that. I was knowing this as well. And now if he goes here, I'm going to play queen e7. Then I'll try to get in with the queen. Now these squares can be a weakness. Now let's go for this one. He will try to operate on this side of the board. But it's not easy to go after his king. Even now. Oh, now this. My knight is in the. You can take this pawn. But check and this. Oh, but basically this is just there. How will you defend this? Queen takes g3 is okay. He goes here. Now this check. check, he will block the bishop. We block with the bishop. Then f6 maybe. Then he has this square as well. Okay, let me think. He's still finding the defense like quickly. Yeah, it would have been great if I could have bring this knight into the game. Now queen f2, bishop g2, and I'm not seeing any way. I like the look of this, but then queen is hanging. Let's throw this check. I want to get the knight somehow, but how can I do that? How can I go for that? Like this, he will take this, then there is this check, knight here, king here. Looks interesting to me, but it is very dangerous at the same time. Or can I make some waiting move? This is not an option. Like let's go here. Let's wait for him. Let's see what he's going to play. G3, knight G3. He can just take that. Sorry, this is basically G6. This is G3. Knight back. Yeah, knight back is an option, but after this, he can take this pawn, and it doesn't do anything. This move doesn't do anything. Now this, we both are basically in kind of zigzag. Wait. Now this, paving the way for this move. Let's go here. Let's cut off this square. And now my idea to play. Oh man, he unpins that far. What the heck I'm doing? I'm just forgetting what has been changed. Just forgetting that what has been changed. This knight was everything for me. Now my position is worse. My knight is passive. These pawns are weakness. He is much better. And I can't even bring this knight into the game, man. Oh. Now we are of course lost. Let's try to draw this game somehow. And now can I bring this knight into the game? Yeah, he's not giving me that option. Now look at this bishop is monster. I need my knight on that square, but it is very hard. The moment I put my knight on there, he will eliminate it. I have king h7. My knight is going to be on e for me. Knight d3. Oh, he can take that pawn. I will go there. I don't know what's going on now. Okay, he's just pushing this. Can I play this? No. He's never gonna move the queen, right? That's the problem. And this is a great asset for him. That is this check as well. This bishop is alive. Now he just pushed this pawn. And if I take, I'm gonna lose the knight. Yeah, I'm lost. How the heck I'm doing this? And now I'm not in time because he's going to promote that with his check. I can take that bishop, but this is going to be checked. And after I move the king, he will move that queen. Why the heck I'm playing? I could have just blocked that pawn. Going after that pawn was easy. Fuck, man. I suck at chess. Gives away all of my advantage. Multiple bad. And I can't even go for perpetual now. Like, okay, let's design. It is completely meaningful. Yeah, it is a draw. Like, it's fine. I could have gone for that move. And it is so simple. It is winning for black at this moment. My knight is great. I messed up this position. I don't know why didn't I go for this. My position is great. If it is that, I think it should be winning for us. Like I can take this move now because this is protected. It is +6 already. It is +6. Which is the winning move? Check first. Ah man, how did I miss? If you block with the bishop, then there is a 4. So after this, he has to go back with the king. But then this is hanging. Right, your bishop is gone, pawn is gone. Uh, I'm so sorry, man. I have to play the game. Playing like this from tomorrow, sorry, from yesterday, it's so fascinating that I'm just messing up all the winning game. Uh, Saro Radhe, thank you for sending me Spain. I'm just losing all of the winning game. Bro sent you a whole country. I manifest Spain wins this World Cup. Let's see. D5 comes to stop this bishop pair. I want to prepare D4. But I guess he's gonna play B5. We will recapture. Pawn takes, and then I will play D4. C4. I will read out this bishop onto bishop. Yeah, let's go D4. If he captures, knight takes, and bishop takes. My position will be far. And now the idea is to play knight G3, queen D2, connecting the rooks here, and trying to play bishop H6 with the idea of trading of this dark square bishop. As I have said this before, that once your opponent has castle with Fianchetto bishop, try to trade that. Let's take that. He takes, and now queen D2 with the idea of going bishop H6. Knight E4, I will just take that pawn. Sorry, knight. And now my idea is to play bishop H6 and try to trade that bishop on G7 as soon as possible. Then we will try to get both of these pieces into the game. Let's go bishop H6. Now bishop H8 is the typical response. That's why I played the move E8. And knight E4 will be sometime there. But once he dropped this bishop back to h8, we want to play knight g3, controlling e4 even further. Then we will try to use the a file for our rook as well, like with rook a7. Okay, he's going for queenside play. Let's take this. Not afraid about that. I don't need to respond, but maybe I think he wants to play b3, and this bishop does not have any good useful square on this side. I have an idea, which is to give up this bishop for this knight and planting our knight on e5. Right. I can do this right away, but let's improve this knight first. I'm also controlling these squares. Knight e4 is there. Uh, I can take, and after this, I can play knight g5, double attacking the pawn on e4. Let's see. He captures takes. Now black has b file, we have kind of a file, and our idea is to initiate some sort of attack on the king side. And I want to eliminate this knight, sorry, bishop takes c6. And however he takes, I want to get my knight on e5. Then I think we can go for some sort of attack on the king side. Like these dark square are weak. One of the idea include knight h2, knight g4, then trying to access h6. But of course, he has enough attacker on g4 for the moment. So what is this idea, guys? Bishop takes c6, and anyway he recaptures, getting the knight on e5. Are you on the same page as me, or do you think anything else is there? Okay, he goes there. So he's offering a bishop trade, but he wants to play this bishop b3. That will be a 4. So he did not give me the time to eliminate that. If I'm capturing, he can play this in between move. So let's just go back. Yes, you can pin my bishop, but that's not a big problem. Okay, now I have to give up this. He will take that with the pawn. I don't think that pawn can be too much dangerous. Let's go right after that. Knight e5, and we will go for the attack. Yeah, I found a nice move. Knight a5. Queen and rook was on a forkable square, so we have to kind of give up that bishop. And now we have to go for some counterplay immediately. Ah, he has the option of eliminating that rook as well and then getting this pawn one step closer. So after this trade, I have to take that with the knight. I have to take, right? Because he's double attacking this. Pawn takes knight e5. Rook takes. I can take, and then knight e5. No, I want to keep the rooks yet. I want to get my knight on e5, uncontested knight. Now my idea is to develop along the b file and try to attack this pawn with all of our pieces somehow. But he has the light square bishop, which he can use to defend that pawn. And this is a headache now. We have to deal with this because he initiates trade. He saw that he is in advantage with this b pawn, and now he wants to trade. Okay, he's controlling. Let's pile up on this pawn, and he's controlling some of the squares on the king side as well. So my queen is not able to get there. Maybe I can play queen g3, preparing knight d2, hitting the rook and hitting the pawn. Yeah, that can be the option. At least these are different. I have to hit d5. If I cannot generate any kind of attack, then it will be very easy. What is the idea of queen a5? I don't know. Let's try to pile up on this one. Bishop a4, queen d3. Okay, he's defending like that. I have an idea to play this move. What do you guys think about that? queen d3 runs into bishop e5, which I don't want to allow. I want to get my knight here. Let's go for this plan. Knight d3 and then knight c5. c5 is a good outpost for our knight as well. That will be on a dark square, so his bishop cannot touch that. And my knight will be a monster controlling some of the key squares. Okay, now he wants to have some sort of thing there, but let's go knight d3. I'm not afraid right now. I'm not seeing any good attack. I can move this rook somewhere like rook c1, and my queen is defending this. So let's go rook c1. Ah, rook c1 will be a blunder with bishop takes. Wow, man, this guy is so resourceful. Huh? And now I can't move this knight. Basically, I have to expand with g4. If I'm going rook c1, then he has this move. Queen takes, I lose the rook. But I basically have to play this move. But then again, he can just play bishop e4. And my knight is now pinned. How is he doing this? Play music, the Smiths, a light that never goes out. Yeah, look at that. He's just doing that. And now this feels like he's winning. Yeah, it feels like he's winning, man. I have no attack. You can say that I'm paralyzed. Let's try to attack that one. But knight is going to be in. Knight is in trouble. Fuck! 2300 for some reason, man. He is watching future. He sees that what is the idea. He plays that move, then he goes back and pin my knight. I'm basically out of the ideas. I have all of the pieces are stuck. If I'm guarding this pawn and if like knight is in trouble now, it's takes that capture. Now I'm kind of feeling like I'm fine because now it is kind of free and we have some targets of our own. Let's attack that. Let's try to improve. You know what? I think he wants to treat this. Wait. But then I can get my king closer to that pawn. Right. This is protected. Let's hit the queen and try to go after his king somehow. Yeah, seventh one. Queen d6. Can I play this move? That is the question. But I don't want to allow this pawn to be pushed. Not this. We have to go for some sort of counter play as well. We are hitting this. Status. It will be under fire. Ah, now I'm really looking on this move. Because after this set, my queen can get in. But he's forcing queen check. Fuck. Should be a draw with perfect play. Should be a draw with perfect play. But very hard. This is also a weakness, I guess. Let's take some space there and try to get the king closer to this pawn. Oh, I'm losing this one. Fuck! Man, what the heck is wrong? Why am I allowing so much activity to my opponent? Uh, now he had simple idea to get that. I'm fucked up. Now I'm down a pawn. Should have remained my king on e4. I'm just at the end missing the ideas. If I'm going here, I'm giving away this square, and I have no option. Still, it should be a draw, but I'm not able to draw this. I think I will not be able because my confidence is not there. Oh wait, is this checkmate? Is this checkmate, guys? Rook d2, king e5, and rook c5. Isn't it checkmate? Because this square is controlled. Ah, rook c5 is checkmate. What? Out of nowhere, he got into checkmating net. GG. What? Yeah. GG, GG, GG. I was not hoping for this. So sometimes too much king activity can lead to disaster. Oh, crazy. Let's actually review this game. Oh, this is my highest win, by the way. Oh, 2300. I have never beaten 2300. Wow. Let's go. Okay, let's see the review. Let's see what is my accuracy for this game. Well played. Thank you, Anuneet Singh. I'm accepting everyone's friend request. And if you guys are enjoying the game, you can send me the request. Okay, accuracy is 84.1, and my opponent accuracy is 81.3. Let me fix the visual for you. So not that bad, a good game. It started with the Sicilian defense. We chooses to play the Italian setup against Sicilian. Here E5 I should have gone for E5. Computer is suggesting E5. If he take this, I can take that. He's not in time to take this pawn because that bishop is hanging. Let's say queen takes F6. Then this pawn is hanging first with an attack on the rook, and then we recapture on C4. Wow. And white is better. Again, bishop takes C5 first, moving the rook, and then we can take this pawn on C4. We are up a pawn with a better advantage. Right. Which I missed. Okay, let's see the game continuation. We drop our bishop back. Computer wants to go knight e5 immediately, right here. Before playing queen d2, go knight e5. If he takes, we can hit that knight. And knight does not have too many good squares. Like he can play knight h5, but then g4 will trap the knight. So let's say knight e8, then bishop d4, so it fire the pawn. No, it is bad. Bishop f4. Bishop f4 is also bad. Then what is the move here? Queen, I don't know. This bishop c5 traps the rook in the corner. Okay. Let's see again the game continues. Bishop f6, we trade the down square bishop. He recaptures. And here white is again better, but with the move rook takes e1. Rook takes e8. If he takes that with the rook, then we can trade this. No, again, that will be this move. But now he's not in time. Let's say he takes that with the queen. Okay, queen can't take because knight will be hanging. So knight takes is forced. And now what? Queen e2. Yeah, queen e2 is the move. No, that's wrong. Then maybe we offer a group trade. Yeah. Still bad. I don't know. This. Let's leave that because I do not have game in on. So we get into this position. It is kind of equal. Yeah, he should not have given up the bishop for the knight. The moment he gave up the bishop for the knight, our pieces kind of feel some sort of activity. C4 is bad. No, it's a equal. It's just a dead equal game. But that is bad. I should have just played this move, not allowing this move, cutting off the king as well. But I played this move, which allowed that. Now black is winning. But then he blunders with that move. I don't know what is the idea of this move. He had this square, he has the fourth rank. Wow, draw with Raj 561 sending England, Argentina, and Spain. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much for your support. Appreciate it. Now you guys can send me the challenge. Now you guys can send me the challenge. Let's go back. Let's fix the visual again. Appreciated, brother. You are great. Shadow Radhe. Shadow Radhe. Yeah, thank you for sending me Spain again. That's easy. Is there anyone who wants to send me the challenge? Also, I play the next game. I don't think anybody is sending me the challenge, so I'm going to start another game. Let's go for 10 plus 0. Yeah, let's play one more 10 plus 0. Let's try to cross 2250, which was our rating last year. Let's get in. Switch.com server is kind of slow today because it is not getting started. Hello, Chetan. How are you? Now, okay, now we are in. Let's go for 1e4. Finally, we are playing with the black pieces and we are facing Karokan, so we are going to play the fancy variation. We are going to play the fancy variation. This is one of the annoying line. Bishop F4. Basically, I'm waiting here for black to capture the pawn on e4. Then we can get two pawn in the center. Now I'm on my own. I don't know how to play against this setup, so maybe we can play bishop d3, but then there's this move. I can't take that with the pawn as d4 will fall. He can try this move and then queen h4 check, but then we play g3. Not bishop g3, because then e4 will hang with check as this knight is pinned by the bishop. Like it can go like, okay, takes, let's recapture. And now, okay, he goes for this one. So basically, he's hitting the bishop. I can play this move, but then I think he wants to play this. So let's go bishop e3. And after this move, I will play g3. Ah, but then, fuck man, he tricked me. He tricked me. e4 is hanging now. Why didn't I drop this bishop back to g3? Fuck man, I'm fucked up completely. I have to play this awkward. But now he can play this in between move. Target shits. She literally tricked me. This is a bad sign of not analyzing the game and the opening. He literally tricked me. And now look at that. I'm just losing this game straight away. I'm just allowing everything which black wants, not bishop. What was this, man? Yeah, my mind is fucked up. I don't know what I'm doing here. Queen d2, as simple as that. And we are ready to meet this check with g3. If he takes, then pawn takes, and this structure is better. I'm just losing the game in my own opening. In my own opening. I played this terrible move, and look at that move. Allowing this check, losing the bishop in one move. I worked really hard in the last game to win that one, and I messed up the next game in the opening itself. Wow, he's been. I see his idea. Now I want to play b6. I'm not in my rhythm, man. I'm losing everything which I have. Like I lost all of my rating in one day. C takes, queen takes is there. We are stopping b4 physically. I can defend my knight here. Not a big problem. Wow, man. How the heck everybody is finding insane types of like defense every time? This is crazy. He eliminates the knight first and then he plays this b4. And white is again better because my bishop is bad, my pawn switcher is bad. Today you will play with viewers, bro. Yes, bro, I will play with my viewers, but I have to play some games. I'm completely out of the rhythm, man. Completely out of the rhythm. And the everyone who I'm playing against is playing like a beast, literally. Let's attack this. He will play queen c1, I know that. Because he has a pass. What? Okay, he's going after my bishop. Makes sense. And this bishop does not have some good way, right? And this pawn is marching, like c6 and c7 is unrolled. Man. We are dead lost in this because I can't stop this pawn, I know that. Because bishop and knight, both these are going to escort these pawns. And it is very hard to attack that one. Whereas look at him, he is just finding everything. And now knight c7 is there. This is crazy. Knight d6. Knight e4 will not be there. So after knight d6, I will take cd, then knight e4. How to play sound chess? It is very annoying. Now f3. Like no brainer. Nobody is going to think twice. And I need to go back. I have an idea bishop b7, then bishop a6. I can also go rook b8, but then it came into the line of fire of that Darshka bishop. And I'm again passive. I have to burn all of my intention to stop this parcel. Then it is kind of. Yeah, I was knowing that he is not going to allow my knight to be on e4. It is safe, yeah, yeah. This weakens the diagonal, but there is no way to access that. And now look at that. I can take this, but the pawn on d6 in itself can be a headache. Oh, can I go after the Dashka bishop? He has that. Then I will drop this. I have to be careful about some sort of checkmating ideas. Like bishop d2, then queen d8. Threatening bishop h d6 and winning a pawn somehow. Yeah, let's see. Bishop d2, queen d8. Now I'm threatening to win this pawn. And can I go bishop g5? Oh, he's giving up this. Thank you. Thank you for this. What are you thinking? Like, this is forced. Do you want to push this pawn? Now I'm fine because I'm up a pawn, and the best thing is he does not have any passer. And the only problem in our position is this bishop. But I think we can survive this now. I think we can survive this. We have to get this knight back. We have to get this bishop into the game somehow. And I think I'm saying bishop b7 and bishop a6, controlling this huge diagonal, and then trying to solidify our position. Right, bishop b7, bishop a6. So he is stopping this. If I go there, then he wants to play this. Can I play f6? Knight goes there, then knight f4. I do have this idea, but then he will pin my bishop. Let's get the c file at least under control. Now I think our position has been improved, and we have to get this knight into the game. We have to get this knight into the game. This knight is annoying, but I want to resort the move f6. f6 will destabilize these two pawns. And yes, we are up a pawn, but don't forget that his rook is active on the b file. Okay, he's forcing this move. Now bishop f4 is coming. Queen d8 with the idea of deploying the queen on the queen side. And he is kind of now over advancing on the king side as well, right? I do not have access of those squares. So queen d8, trying to get the queen on the queen side. And I have to make a room for my king as well, because you never know when the back rank can be ace. And now I also looking on the move of bishop c6. If he captures, then I will be fine. Ah no, there is rook b8. I can drop my rook back to c8. But again, the game is not over. Chase the knight by pushing. No, man. If I push this pawn, the e6 will get destabilized. Maybe I can offer a knight trade, but again, I don't want to get in the situation of opposite color bishop. And even if you are up a pawn or up two pawns, opposite color bishop have the tendency of getting into a drawing positions. So actually, I want to keep the knights on the board. Maybe he will go for this. Yeah, he's just going for the insane attack. And my position is passive. Can't bring this into the game. Can I play queen c7? I know what. You know what? Let's offer a knight trade. We are hitting h4 as well, so he's not in time to move the knight. We have to get into this because this knight is very annoying, controlling bunch of square. And knight on e5 can become serious danger later. Play two games of blades, then you can play knight h5 and attack on the bishop. Yeah, knight h5 was not a possibility. Let's take this. And now I think I can bring this bishop into the game, but still it is very hard. How? This is not achievable. I have an idea like bishop c6, bishop a4, threatening bishop c2. That will take three moves. Should I go here? Yeah, because he is threatening this move. And now this we take. White has the tempo. He has the upper tempo. He's not giving me the time to solidify my position. You can just feel that. Right. Maybe this and this. I should go for queen trade. Okay, finally, let's bring this into the game. Now this, threatening this move. He blunders. That's GG. Resigns. Let's go. Now you guys can send me this. I don't want to mess up my mood. So let's play against the viewers. Then we will play against some random game. Then again we will play some random game. Yeah, our idea is to get 2250 on this stream. We can go towards that goal slowly. Okay, Chaitanya is sending me the challenge. He is close to 1800 in blades. Wow. Let's go, GG. And if you guys are enjoying the game, please do hit that like button, man. Do hit that like button. You can subscribe as well. Let's go h3 here with the idea of stopping bishop g5 and now a5 to prevent e5. Now we are ready to castle. Rook e1. Uh, Knight d2. Defending the bishop like that. I can also try to drop this bishop back. Let's see. Everyone like this team? Yeah, everyone like this team. Let's drop this bishop back to b3 so that we can move this knight and we do not have to damage our pawn structure ever if he takes that bishop. Now if he takes, then queen takes. Yeah, queen takes actually hit the pawn on b7. So we are the one who is playing with tempo. a5 is not good. Let's try to read out this knight on that side of the board. I don't want to trade the queen. His idea is to mix the draw, and my idea is to win the game. Bro, how did you reach 2000 plus? Give some tips. Brother, after you cross like 1500, you have to improve your opening knowledge. You have to know some of the openings, some of the lines. Right. And you have to basically know all the variation. If you are playing, just pick up some of the openings as white and as black, and try to learn every variation in that opening. That is one of the ideas to get improved in chess after 1500. Like if you are playing Italian with the white pieces, Caro-Kann with the black pieces, then you have to know like every line: two knights defense, four knights defense, flight lever attack, right? Drexler counter gambit. There are many things. Greco attack. You have to know a bunch of lines. I think I can just take this. Yeah, let's take this and then this. Knight takes, queen takes. Then we can have some sort of a desperado. Okay, he's going after my bishop, but can't I drop this back? Yeah, let's just drop this back. The pawn is pinned. I'm threatening to take that. E4. Yeah, E4 is there, but then I drop the knight back. Not a big deal. I can't take because knight and queen, everything is defending. Can I go to bishop? The other focus on the, yeah, let's try to focus on the king. Oh, now the pawn is down, going down. He is hitting this. We are defending and we are hitting that. If he goes here to attack the knight, I have g4, solidifying that knight. G4. Stop this pawn. I need to get my queen into the game. What the heck he's doing? Is he trying to repeat the position? Go ahead. We have to stop this pawn. Wow, man, this pawn is a headache. And he's crushing me. He is crushing me. We got the pawn. Still, a lot of work is left in here. 2200 से 21 किलो पर कब आ गए? It is Bleach, man. We are playing Bleach right now. This is Bleach. Let's activate the queen. Defend that pawn. How to attack this guy? He is going after this. There is this check. A5. Everything looks defended. I don't want to treat the queen. Check here. Hmm. Okay, he's double attacking the rook. So I have to take this like uh still very complicated. Should I take this? Still the queen and games are hardest to win, right? As you can see that there is some sort of like drawing mechanism like with this one. Sure. Let's protect the diagonal. Can I create something? Check. Like I said, if he takes this, I will push this. Need to outplay this guy somehow. Ah, this is winning now. That's impossible to stop. Wait. There's still this check. I will drop my king back and then there will be no check, right? There is this empty check, king g1, and then there is no check. Now there is no check, and pawn is getting through. GG, next one. That square is protected, which is the only square to throw the check. Now, check, 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 meet. Oh, it's not meet. This is meet. Nice, GG. Good game by Chetan, but we managed to outplay him at the end. Next one. Yes, tactical. I think I do remember your name. Let's go with this game. Sivan Sukla. E4. Let's go for the Sicilian. Let's go for the Sicilian. I want to play the knight of variation. If he chooses to play d4, which is known as the open Sicilian, but this is the canal attack. Let's block with the knight. Bishop b4, bishop b5 check. Let's take now. So he interposed the move, but not a big deal. After knight takes, we are going to bring this knight out. Next, we can try to expand on the queen side with the move a6 and then b5. I can also choose to play the move g6 with the idea of playing bishop g7 followed by kingside castle. And then we can try to go for queenside expansion. Blitz hard है या rapid. Everything is similar, right? You just need tactics to play. But I think it's a little bit hard to play in blitz because you have to take your time sometimes and you have to play some fast move as well. Okay, he's going queenside castle, and our idea is to expand on the queen side and attack him on the queen side. Let's go b5, hit that bishop again. He can sacrifice here some material, but I think that we will be completely safe after kingside castle. I'm that Kanha YT23, and I was 1200 6 months before, and now I'm 1500 now. Wow, that's great tactical and my congratulations on your rating, brother. Oh, he actually is going for sacrifices. Wow. 1700 is sacrificing the pieces. Okay, I'm on the castle. Let's see what you have. Let's see what do you have. You have two pawns. I know that. Let's try to trade as many pieces as possible because we know the map. Once you are adding material, trade everything. I can take that, but let's bring this bishop out with an attack on e4. I could have taken that on the last move, I guess. Yeah, but now I solidify that. I don't know why I'm rushing with the move. Okay, let's trade the queen. He's close to 1800, so he will play better, right? And now who can tell me if he declines the queen trade with queen e2, what are you going to play? Oh, there was b4, right? Potentially there was b4, a fork. I blundered the game on the spot, but now this is winning. Bishop a6 is coming with his cube. He missed b4, yeah. And now this and this is coming. Coming. I am back. Okay, let's. Tomorrow is my tournament. Tactical and my wow. Try to do your best in the tournament, brother. Okay, what did he play? Queen c2. Well, let's think. Queen c2. Let's go to c8. Yes, Chetan, hello. What do you want to say? I have a question for you guys. Should I ask that? I have a question for you. And the question is, who is the second world champion? Chess world champion, of course. Who is the second world chess champion? Rook d8. Let's improve the position of the rooks. Both rooks are now nicely aligned with d5. You can say that d5 is kind of not open, but you never know it when it can get open. Both of the file are semi-open, and you want to occupy that. Who is the second world chess champion? Emmanuel Last. Yeah, you are on the money. No, no, no. It's not Emmanuel Last. Yeah, Emmanuel Last. And now I have another question. If you can have this answer, this is bad move. Who can tell me why it is bad? It is easy. Danger level is high or low? Let's see who are paying attention to the stream. It is easy. You have to find this one. Why this is bad? Yes, you are right. Now the bishop on d2 disconnect the rook from the defense of the knight, and the knight is hanging with its chair. That is going to be a check. That's why our queen is not hanging actually, right? So sometimes your one bad move can result in disaster. Now this is hanging. That's a check. That is important. If it was not a check, then we have to move our queen. But since that was a check, now we are able to move our queen as it is a check. I can go queen b6. I can go queen c7. Let's go queen b6. And it's not easy to attack this bishop, right? There is nothing to attack. Like you can go here, but then it will just be a trade-off of the bishop. Okay, he is hitting our knight, so knight has to move. Let's go knight e6. This is never really working. Okay, so the second question was, what was the procedure of deciding a world champion when Wilhelm Steinitz became the world champion? Who can tell me the answer of this? This is again. Who can tell me why this is blunder? This is another bad move. 1700 is missing. These are simple tactics. Yes. We can simply take his pawn. If he takes our bishop, then the queen is going to be hanging. So this pawn is actually pinned. You can either take with the queen as well here. But let's keep it simple with bishop takes b. Let's keep it simple with bishop takes b. Okay, I see the idea. He's trying to pin this, but we still does not have to respond to this because at the end queen is undefended. So even if he will be able to take that bishop with the rook, I will have queen takes. Right. So here let's actually play the move queen a6. Right, queen a6. Okay, that question was, what was the procedure of deciding a world chess champion when Wilhelm Steinitz became the world champion in 1886? What was the procedure? Like right now, you have to get access to the candidate tournament, you have to win the candidate, and then you can challenge the world champion. What was the procedure before? We are ahead of Nigeria, 7 points of Nigeria. In 1886, in 1886, it is GG. So some of the key takeaways from this game. First was this unsound sacrifice. There is nothing because I'm completely ready to castle. And when your opponent is castling on the next move after sacrifice piece, it is never a good idea to sacrifice the piece. Like I castle, my king is completely safe. There is no attack. So that sacrifice was unsound. You should have gone back. There is nothing. You are not losing here. Yes, I can go b4, but then you can move the knight. Big deal. You are fine. But sacrifice. Okay, I should have just taken that pawn immediately, but I missed that. I just decided to bring this bishop out. Still fine. He defended. And here b4 was there, which I missed. Which I missed, to be honest. I have to play this move, and after this, this. This is still playable because he's at a pawn, and we are not too much behind in material. But he missed b4. c3, we take the bishop for the knight, and now bishop a6. Knight weed out the knight to c5, it's the queen, and then comes another bad move. This bishop move disconnects the rook from the defense of the knight. We take that, we drop our queen, and now we drop our knight, and this is another bad move. It looks like you are eating the bishop, but your pawn on c4 is actually pinned. Again, this is not going to help you because after this move, your pawn is still pinned and your queen is not defended. And then you just simply win the game. GG. Let's see who are next. You can send me the challenge. I know the new procedure which was updated by FIDE President recently for deciding the candidate. Yeah, but before the procedure was the best player will play against each other, and first to win 10 games will become the world champion. Of course, for deciding two best players, they held a tournament in which some of the strongest players in the world play against each other. And then the top two players will play against each other, and first to win the 10 games will win the world championship. And that's how Wilhelm Stennis became the world champion by winning the 10 games against none other than Johannes Jakarta. Okay, nobody's sending me the challenge now. Bro, I have already played against you. I'm gonna play another 10 plus 0. Allow me to play another 10 plus 0 game, guys. Hi, hi, hi. KL Shreyas, hello, welcome to the stream, brother. Let's see which pieces we are going to get, and then we will decide what to play. When will you become a world champion, bro? Never. It's too late. I don't know why chess.com pairing system is slow today. Okay, finally we got the pairing. Twin Princess from Philippines. Let's see what she is going to play. E4 or D4. Oh, she's just waiting. D4. Let's bring the knight out to F6. Why did you choose to play chess? Because it's fun. Now he's speeding up. Let's go D6 here. Wow, I have never seen this attack. Are we going to get crushed? Let's castle. Should I take? Or should I go there? Uh-huh. Let's take so that bishop can go back. F takes 95. And white has already some sort of attack. I always struggle against this kind of attack. Bishop takes. Where these pawns kind of stops my pieces to getting into the game. Ah, is there Greek gift? Misses that. I think there was a Greek gift. I have to play c5 to break apart this pawn sheet and undermine the central condition. I have to play c5 as soon as possible, basically in the next. Yeah, let's go c5. d5 is not a possibility, and once we weaken this diagonal, we can use that fact for our benefit. Hmm? Queen c7. We are hitting this. If queen takes, bishop takes c5. I really like the look of this move. But then it is C takes, should say. Now I'm ready to play this. He's not in time. Again, danger level is high. Put it down. Like Steve wants to keep the queen on this diagonal to threaten that checkmate, right? And then it's there was a checkmate attack. This is defended. Knight is hanging, so he has to move the knight. Knight goes f3. We push d3. We have a great asset now, and she has to be careful because we are also up a pawn, and this pawn is going to be a potential target, right? What do you guys think about this game? Do we have some upper edge or not? Yeah, let's go d3. Let's go d3. How did you learn chess? I learned chess everything on the internet. I learn everything from internet. Now d3, this is just two step away from queening. She has to be very, very careful. And once we get this pawn, we will be fine. Now let's double up along the d file because everything is going to revolve around that pawn. Now she's not going to attack us because she is kind of passive. And we have to find a way to punish this. Maybe I can play the move a5 to stop b4. Here the pawn is sufficiently defended by both of the rooks. So if c plays the move b4, actually I can go knight a4, threatening knight c3. Oh, he goes there. Let's go a5 to stop this move. And sometime I will prepare e4, maybe queen c6 and then knight e4. I still don't know what is the idea. Let's go here with the idea of knight e4 attacking that. But then he can take that pawn. If I'm going here, he can take this. As queen and the everything will defend each other. So maybe queen e4 is better option. Offering a queen trade, then playing this knight takes e4, hitting that. And he will not be able to take that because we will have two defender on that d3 pawn. Right. Minus 1.2, I don't know. Okay, now he's going after that. So 4 attack. Should I go for this or how to defend this pawn? It's not easy, right? If I'm going here, there is this move. Can I play this? After knight takes, I can go here. Oh, but then he take this. I will not be in time to take that. Queen e4. But then he's in time to collect this pawn. Queen e4, queen takes, knight takes, and then there's rook takes. If rook takes, rook takes, rook takes, knight takes, no, queen e4 is not the right idea. Let's see how we can find. Can I play queen c7? Like knight takes, rook takes, rook takes, rook takes, rook takes, queen takes, and at the end I will take this pawn. That looks interesting. Let me think. Yeah, queen c7 looks interesting. Rook d4, knight takes, queen here. The problem is he can take that knight and counter attack our queen. So he will not be in time to take that. Oh, can I? Rook e4, queen d7. Like rook d4, knight takes, queen here, knight takes here. No, there will be knight in the way. Queen e4 is not I know that. Let's go for queen c7. How do you make blue arrows? You have to press Alt button on the keyboard. Then you draw the arrow. Okay, now knight takes, rook takes, rook takes, rook takes, rook takes, queen takes. I will take that. Ah, but then he can throw this check and pick up that pawn. Wow, man, he's not going for that. He is not. Let's go here now. And after knight takes, I have knight e4. Yeah, I have knight e4. If I can get dc, okay, now knight e4, attacking that floor. Queen can't take, as I can simply recapture. Knight c3 is also there, which will target that and that pawn. After he moves knight c3, he has to move the rook. Then can I take this knight? Queen d8 check, then b3. Yeah, I see that. That's why I refuted that line. Now this is work. We got the exchange and we got the d5. We got the exchange and we got the d5. Yeah, I don't think there is any trick now because my king is safe. Everything is sufficiently defended. Right, rook is defending rook. Knight can't be attacked. We are hitting both of the rooks. Queen is on a better square, keeping an eye on this pawn, keeping an eye on this diagonal. And yeah, let's go there. And now we are going to pile up on the d5 with a monstrous attack. Let's just go here. Now there is no defense. You move the knight, you lose the design. GG. Queen d8 check and then take b3. Yeah. Let me show you that line. A beautiful game. Oh, basically, we do not have much mistakes. Everything was on the map. We got this situation. Initially, it looks like white is just going after my king. Look at the central control. Look at the pieces. Somehow we managed to get this one. 95, takes. We drop our bishop back. Okay, here I thought that there was a great game sacrifice. Like at this moment, I take recapture, I goes here. Like this Greek gate sacrifice is working or not. Knight g5. If I'm going back, then queen h5 wins. So king g6, and let's see the evaluation. Yeah, it is winning for white plus 4. Yeah, that Greek gift sacrifice was there actually. He misses that. And once he play this move, we drop our bishop back, and now this Greek gift sacrifice is obviously not working, as we can eliminate that knight. Yeah, that Greek gift was winning on the spot for him. For her, I should say, but she misses that. Okay, let's see the game continuation. Lucky escape for us. c5. We got c5, and now it is kind of easy. It is kind of easy. She tried to be tricky. If you take here, knight takes, but now at 6. Drop the knight back. d3. It is better for black. It is -2 now. Rook d7, rook d8. Queen goes back. a4, a5 is another good move, stopping d4. Queen e3, and now queen c6. Right idea. Knight goes back, and now queen c7. Yeah, it is -1.6 and -1.8. He waits, she waits, and now comes rook d4, still fine, and now knight e4. And after that, rook d2, this is basically it. We pile up on the d file, and there is now no defense. We are triple attacking the knight. Once he move the knight, rook is going to be hanging, and the game is over. GG. Okay, we are getting closer to our mean rating at least, which was 2250. Again, I don't want to spam the game, so I want to play against the viewers. You guys can send me the challenge. Virat is sending the challenge. I don't know who this guy is, but it seems like the ID is new. He has joined just 2 minutes ago. Okay, so maybe we can get cursed. Let's see. Let's go for 1v4. Okay, I'm just going to keep everything simple this game. Let's bring the knight out. Follow the chess principle. Next, we are going to bring this bishop out to c4, and then we will go for the Italian game. You can choose 2 knights. You can go d3. You can go z3. You can go b3. There are a bunch of moves, but c4 is more traditional. Fundamental opening. Italian, we are keeping an eye on this pawn on f7, which is only defended by the king. Whereas all the other pawns are defended by some sort of pieces. We can play c3, but let's castle here. Let's castle. King safety is also important. What did he play? Okay, knight f6 attacks the pawn. You can go d4, but here I want to keep everything solid. Let's go d3. d4 is another traditional opening, max length attack. But let's keep everything. Okay, now at 6, kind of prophylactic, stopping z5. Let's go c3 here, not allowing knight d4 and knight d4. And we can try to expand on the queen side with the move b4 and then a4. Okay, here let's go a4, taking some space on the queen side. And who can tell me what is the threat of this? He stops that, so this guy clearly knows the theory. Now let's go h3 to stop bishop g4. Chat means how do you make different players? Or he is 1700 opponent before you played before because it shows Sivansu as name. Oh, really? So he created another ID to play against me. Yeah, Sivansu, yeah. Why? So this guy makes another ID to have a game. Oh man, this is so funny. Okay, let's go to e1 here. Preparing bishop e3. Let's drop this bishop back to d3. You can take that bishop, but taking that has a downside. As after f takes e6, he can get the semi-open f5, and then pawn on e6 can control these two square. Now let's go bishop e3, contesting that dark square bishop, because this bishop onto this diagonal can become a huge danger in the Italian league. Bro, how do you make different color arrows? Brother, on keyboard, you got basically 3 buttons, Shift, Alt, and Control. If you press Shift and then draw arrows, then it will get green arrows. If you press Alt and then you draw arrows, then you will get blue arrow. If you press Control and then draw the arrow, then you will get the red arrow. D4, very principal. I don't have to respond to this move. But if I move the knight, then he can take on e4 twice. I can take that. Let's take that. Damaging the pawn structure. And now I can take this, right? Now I can take this, opening up the file for the rook and accessing these two square with the knight. I can't take because he still has the two defender on that pawn. So let's go knight c4, attacking b6, keeping an eye on this e5 pawn. We are just now triple attacking e5, so he has to defend that. Then we will find other way. Maybe we can develop on the e file with rook e2, then e1. What is the idea of that? What is the idea of this move? Okay, he's hitting this. I can take that and defend this. I can basically take that as well, like knight takes b6 there, hitting that rook. Yeah, I really like the look of this move. Let's hit that rook first. He can go for this, but then we will pin that knight with rook d1. Then we will pin that knight with rook d1. And I can go d4 actually. After this, pawn takes. Knight takes, queen takes is there. Still not clear. Let's see. Maybe once we move the rook to b8, the simplest is to play rook d1, anticipating knight takes d3 and preparing rook e3 to double attack that rook. As knight will be pinned, as there is a queen, like rook b8, rook d1, knight takes d3, and rook e3. We will double attack that knight. Right. d4 takes, knight takes is there. This is not working. Maybe I have an idea. After d4, e takes d4, we can first start with the move rook takes e8, deflecting the queen from the defense of the d4 pawn and then recapturing on d4. That is kind of tactical, but we will be up a pawn in this line. So he pushes that pawn, makes some sense. And now knight d2 again hits that pawn on d4, e4 now. Yeah, let's go for this. Oh no, there is a move now which I'm afraid of. And he find that. Wow, man. Now there is checkmate threat, and it's not easy to defend this. If I'm going z3, this is hanging with check, and I have to go for that. There is no other alternative. There is no other alternative. Yeah. G3. I have to allow knight takes 3, king g2. Wow, this guy is actually playing good in this one, right? In the last game, he played that. Oh, my knight is lost. If I'm taking that, then this is hanging. And now he's attacking this h1 as well. Wow, man. Oh, am I lost? Now queen takes f2. Look, f1 is there. Wow, look at my king suddenly. Look at my king suddenly. Can someone go from 400 elo to 1500 in 1 week? I beat my friends who are around there, but I feel like it's a grind, which is understandable. It is hard, but it is not like impossible. Getting 1500 from 400 is achievable because you can gain rating quickly once you start the chess. But you once cross like 15 1600, after that gaining some rating is like hard. But at lower rated, it is not impossible to get like huge amount of increment. Hello, Iswarchan. How are you, man? Oh, he didn't take that pawn. Wow, he sees the move rook f1, which will attack f7. Now we need to get this back into the game, right? Check. I have this move, then queen f3 check is there. So I can play the move rook e3 here, anticipating this check, and then king g2. Yeah, let's go rook e3, controlling f3, queen h5, king g2, and I'm fine there. And then we will try to get this knight into the game. Wow, he sees that. I was hoping for this, so that there was rook f1, but he sees the threat. Now queen h5, king g2, and I can also go for the h5. Let's see what he's going to play. He is making some good move. I do have knight d5 and then knight f4, which looks kind of good. I can also try to develop on the e file, and then the pawn on e4 can be hanging. Okay, I guess he's going there. Let's try to create the queen now, because there is no check. And queen is kind of very annoying on the king side. Check, king here. Now this, I'm fine. I do have knight d7 now, hitting that rook. But then he can actually pin my knight, right? So he's hitting my queen now. Wow, he is making some good moves. We have to move the queen. Now h4. Queen b4, queen b5 is a defensive move because I'm anticipating the move h4. Then we play rook h1, h takes z3, f takes z3, and then there will be like no check and the pawn will be defended. Basically, rook is also controlling, but the pawn is going to be also defended on the plate. What is this now? He's preparing this move. Oh, f3, and I will not be able to take that because the pawn is going to be pinned. I don't think he's playing on his own. What do you guys think of it? Because he played terribly in the last game, and now look at his gameplay. F4 is the biggest threat now. I do not have an easy way to defend that. Like F4 comes, I have to move the rook. F3 check, I goes here, Queen H3, and we are dead lost. Knight D5, he can even sacrifice that, I guess. Oh no, but then it will be a check. Yeah, then it will be a check, I guess. Yeah, Knight D5. If he sack, then it is going to be a check, and we can try to stop this. Queen B3. Queen B3 was there, but it has nothing to do with stopping that. Okay, now he goes for this. Let's go here. Stopping F3 check. And if he takes here, then rook takes G3, we'll hit F3. And then G file opens up, and suddenly his king can be in danger now. And get key, okay, takes, let's recapture with the rook, hit that queen. You do not have this way. Oh, queen is trapped. Queen is trapped. There is no squad for the queen. Queen is trapped. I got his queen trapped. Now queen is complete. There, look at this is controlled. This is controlled by the queen. This is controlled by the rook. And G file and H file both are under control by the rook. So now we are winning. It's fine. Now it's fine. Actually, I feel like I was gonna lose the game, but then knight D5 save us everything. Yeah, of course you can't take this because the queen is spinning there. And this is the only move because if this land, then king can be in like danger. Congratulations on 4.3k subscriber group. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Yeah, knight f6 was there as well, but this is also like the stream, guys. Yeah, like the bunker. Ah, I do, guys. I know that. Rescue the queen. There is nothing now. Go there. Now we need to involve our queen into the game. Let's go for this. Trying to attack this pawn. And then we can go after his king as well. There is this check as well, which looks very good. Okay, let's pin this rook now. Rook h5 looks good to attack the pawn on f5. He unpinned that. But now let's throw this check. King e7. And this check, we win the game. This check, we win the game. Knight is defending. There was a rook sacrifice. And subscribe as well who came new to this team. Yeah. Hit that like button. And next one, you guys can send me some. AK Aman says is sending me the challenge. He is 2070. So let's play against that guy. It is going to be a high level game. Fluent figure. There was a rook sacrifice. Maybe. Let's go for the Caro-Kann with this game. And again, if you guys are enjoying the game, do hit that like button. And you can subscribe as well. Okay, you can go for bishop f5 line, but this is kind of easy. C5 variation. C3, now he takes that pawn on d4. And then we bring this bishop out on g4 with the idea of pinning this knight to the queen. And then we can play the move e6 to close down this pawn chain. You don't want to close down this pawn chain right here because then bishop can have some problem with the development. But once you develop the bishop out of the pawn chain, then you close down the pawn chain, opening up the dark square bishop, then trying to get the knight into queen. Okay, I think I can go e6 here, reinforcing our center, and then white castles. That means we have to bring the knight first to e7. And we are kind of behind in development, right? You can see that. Let's go knight g6, paving the way for bishop e7, followed by castle. Now, if I drop this bishop back to h5, g4 will trap our bishop, right? So, we have to eliminate this knight. That is completely forced. And now bishop e7, we are ready to castle. Our problem has been solved. And it's easy to handle this situation. Let's see what he's going to play now. He has to bring this bishop out. Bishop e3, I'm anticipating. Then kingside castle. Yeah, let's castle now. And everything is fine. Yes, white has the bishop pair, but it's not like end of the world. We have two knights as well, which is going to be like helpful. And now we have to initiate another part, which is to expand on the queen side, getting the rook on c5. Yeah, let's go b5, and then getting the rook on c8, and then preparing knight a5. Let's go for knight a5 immediately, paving the way for knight c4. Notice the fact that queen can't take as our queen is defending that knight. And now we are preparing rook c8. Rook c8 will be a blunder. Rook c8 is a blunder because after rook takes c8, queen takes c8, the knight will be undefended. So let's go knight c4 now, hitting the queen, hitting the bishop, hitting the pawn, and our knight is a monster piece on c4. This is a huge outpost anchored by these two important pawns. And now we are going to play rook c8. Let's go rook c8. Yes, he can play b3, but then the pawn on the queen side will be a weakness. And if situation becomes necessary, we can also eliminate this dark square bishop. Right. Let's see what is going to be your response after b3. What do you want to play, guys? Let's see. What do you want to play after b3? But he is going for the bishop. Okay, I don't think we have to respond to this move because even if he captures, we can take there with the pawn and we will get the 3 on 2 pawn situation. Right. The other alternative is to eliminate that bishop. I'm not seeing any sense of urgency to take that because my knight is good. He has to give up the bishop if he wants to eliminate this knight. Then we recapture with the d pawn. We will get the d5 square, and then we will have 3 on 2 on the queen side. And in the end game, we can try to create a puzzle, right? Black pieces are good at this position. Yeah, my pieces are good. Okay, he recaptures. I can also take that with this pawn, and then we will try to attack the b2. I have won many games like that as well. Right. Yeah, I like the look of this one as well. Yeah, let's go for this. Now the idea is to attack b2 weakness. We are just going to pile up on the b5, and then we will attack b2. And it's not easy to push this pawn because our pawn is controlling b3. So even if we try to play b4, then we can just take en passant, and we will be fine. And we will be fine, right? Okay, let's go there. Let's go there. Let's get that weakness on b7. Sorry, it's actually b2, I should say. This is actually b2. If he goes rook g1, who can tell me what is the move after rook b1? Let's see who are paying attention, guys. Can white go for rook b1 to defend this pawn on b2? What is the move after rook b1? How will we attack the pawn after rook b1? Do it quickly, you have 10 seconds. But he goes for this one. He did not go for rook b1. Bishop takes a3. Yeah, you are right, Chetan. Bishop takes a3. A3, not a6. Yeah, it's a3. You are also right. Sahars Gupta, Chetan, you guys are on the point. But now look at that huge outpost for our. We are ready to double. We are ready to double. Yes, he can play the move knight d2 to attack the rook, but then knight on d2 will be kind of passive. We can simply move our rook somewhere like b6 or b5, and then we will prepare this. Let's go for rook b8 right away. And if he takes, we are going to recapture with the rook. Not with the pawn, because then we will give away the c5, and then there will be no attack on the b2. So after b takes, he is not going there. That means what? I want to play this move. Yeah, let's go queen b7. Okay, he's on the back foot. You can see that. Let's go h6. Let's make a room for the king, protect g5, and now we do not have to worry about back. So we have improved our position, and now we have to find other way that how to attack that pawn on b2. Maybe we have to get the knight. Let's go rook b5. I'm looking on d3. That is a huge outpost for our knight. Can I get our knight on d3? If he gives us the chance, then I'm looking on the knight f4, which will target the queen, and then we can quickly get our knight on d3. And once we get the knight on d3, then the attack will be like floodgates will be open, right? Attack will be way too strong. Yeah, knight f4 is possible because now the white knight is in the way of this bishop. So if he gives us the chance, like if you move the queen or anything else, then it will be the golden opportunity to play the knight f4, hitting that queen and getting the d3 square. But he is not going to allow that. We know that. Should I go for bishop z5, offering a bishop 3? We have to damage our pawn structure, then trying to get the knight on f4. I think that will be too much. I think that will be too much. I have an idea though. But if I'm going here, then I think he has b3. I will not be able to capture. Or no, rook is defending that. So after this, rook takes, rook takes, rook takes. My idea is to just read out the queen on the king side now because he's kind of passive defending the queen side. So we have to go for the attack on the king side now. And this pressure is always going to be there. Like now, my idea is to play queen d8 and then preparing bishop g5, like queen d8, bishop g5. And if we capture that, we do not have to damage our pawn structure. We can recapture with the queen. Maybe bishop g5 was already a good move. Wow, is he stream sniping because he is stopping my ideas? I think I should stop. I should stop like commentating my moves. Let's go queen b6, keeping an eye on this, keeping an eye on this. Now we have to change our plan. We have to change our plan. F4 can be played. That runs into g3. Let's go bishop f8 with the idea of dropping this knight back to e7 and then going to c6 to hit that d4. Maybe bishop z5 immediately was a good. Bishop is doing a multi-purpose job. It is controlling this diagonal and it is defending the pawn on b2 as well. But now I'm saying that the diagonal is also weak, right? And we have the dark square bishop. So we can try to use this diagonal. Mm. Knight s4 doesn't do anything. Let's go knight e7. I think he's preparing this move. But my idea is to go for the attack on this side of the. But this pawn can anchor his attack. Like f5, f6 is huge threat. It is not over. We have to be careful. Maybe now knight c6, attacking that. And if he goes bishop e3 there, then rook b3. Bishop e3 defend this. Rook b2 defend this. Knight also defend that. Can I play this move? Oh, but then simple queen takes. Now let's go for this. Somehow he is just finding the defense. Can I play rook takes b3, rook takes b3? Now it feels like white had some sort of attacking success. When I said bishop z5, his knight was at d2. Yeah, I should have gone bishop z5 immediately. I waited for that move and it gives white some chances, right? Knight on d2 attacks the rook here, so we are not in time to play bishop z5. And I don't know what is the idea. I can't hit this knight. Let's try to deploy the queen on the king side somehow. And I'm also looking on his clock now. He does not have too much time. Should I stop f5, guys? With the knight e7. Haha, man. I'm giving white some chances. If he takes again, rook takes is there. So I'm not afraid about that. Yes, he's taking some time, but he's finding everything. It's not like he's losing. Now I think I should play g6 with the item stopping f5, then getting this bishop on g7 to solidify everything on the king side, then trying to initiate some sort of attack on the queen side. Every piece is doing something, so it's not easy. Let's go g6, stop f5. Because after f5, we can take that knight takes, pawn takes. Let's go here. I don't want to allow this. Now bishop g7, knight c6. Looks interesting, but still a long way to go. At least we are keeping this bishop at bay. We are not allowing him to get this bishop into the game as we are constantly hitting b2. So I think he is feeling the pressure. Bishop h6 can be played as well. Yeah, bishop h6 is also one of the moves. Just keeping an eye on the pawn on f4. I can also move the knight to open up the attack on that pawn on h4. Like in the next move, knight c6, my queen will be hitting the pawn on h4. I don't know what is the idea of this move. Is he trying to sacrifice the knight? Let's go bishop g7 first. I can also go knight f5, offering a knight trade. But then after this move, the pawn on d5 can become like kind of weak. Okay, now the pawn on d4 is undefended. So I really like the look of knight c6. Attacking that. And if you try to defend that with the queen, then going queen b6. Wow, he's going for that. Let's go for this. I don't think this attack is sound. You do not have any pieces into the attack, right? f5 is just takes and then queen h4. Force the queen trade. Yeah, I can just take. I can go for this immediately. Forcing the queen trade, hitting that. f6 will be there though. Let's remove this pawn first. And now this. You can't play rook h3 because my rook is going to capture you. You have to move the king and then look at that check. Let's see, what should I do here? I can eliminate this, but this pawn is hanging with check. After this, we have this another check. Now this is completely, when flood gets open up, pawn on e5 is hanging. Yeah, that's knight sacrifice was on. So basically, he got under huge pressure on time, and then he gets collapsed. Right. Then he gets collapsed. There is no move now. Anything you are doing, you are just. I can also throw this check, king h2. But let's keep everything simple with this move now. And now this is a check. Oh, I could have just gone immediately, followed by bishop takes e5, forcing knight takes on. Knight is completely winning because this is a checkmate threat. Rook d2 is there, but then queen h4 is check, followed by queen d2. And basically he got lost on time. GG, good game. And we pile up on that weakness and we never give him any chance. Let's see, yeah, it is winning here. Yeah, it is better for black. It's plus 1.4 in favor of black right after this. Yeah, it is plus 2 now. It is plus 1. Yeah, it is winning after that. After that point, when we got both of the rook on d5 and we start getting that weakness on b2, it is already better for black. It's way too better. When I said bishop z5, okay, I think you have enjoyed this game. You can hit that like button. You can subscribe the channel as well. You can subscribe the channel. This guy is sending me the challenge. Let's play against him. Let's give him a chance. Let's go for one e4. Okay, we are facing the Caro-Kann, so let's go for the fancy variation. Hello, Mrs. Welcome to the stream, brother. Okay, he accepts the fancy. Let's recapture. We have two pawn in the center, and now knight f3, bishop c4. And next we are going to castle, and we will have f file for the attack. We will have f file for the attack. He can bring this knight out, bishop out. h6 is kind of a slow move. Let's castle. Maybe stopping knight g5 or bishop z5, kind of prophylaxis. But now we are fine. Now actually we can take this. Ah, this must be bad. This must be played. F takes e6, knight takes d4, hit that pawn, threatening this check. Yeah, I think weakening this diagonal is not a good idea. There's knight e5. I think knight e5 is better. Threatening knight f7. Yeah, knight e5 is better. Threatening f4. And now paving the way for queen h5 check. Should be winning. Okay, I can sack this, but oh, I missed this. To be honest. Knight g6 is still there. I can force this. Can I go for this? Queen takes. There is this check. Let's play knight c3. If he captures, we trade the queen, king takes, and knight f7 check. We pick up that fool. And knight can get back into the game with knight g6. But this knight move kills the attack, man. I want to play queen h5 check. And I'm not confident that if this rook sack is sound, because we do not have pieces. Oh, now we are lost. Maybe not, because I have knight g6. If he takes my knight, the rook is hanged. Yes, go then get rook for free. Good move. Thank you, brother. Thank you, sirs. Thank you, JJ Washington. But now we have to get this knight back into the game. This knight is very annoying. I think I have some upper edge, but basically I'm misplaying this. If I'm dropping this knight back, the pawn on e4 will be hanging. And I can't access h5 as my knight will be in the way, right? So where should I move the knight? Knight back to b1 looks passive. Rook g8, I don't think what he's thinking. I don't know what he's thinking about. These two squares are like controlled by the knight, so rook g8 is almost forced. Then knight d2, knight takes e4, knight takes g4, bishop c5, pins that knight, and if he plays c3, e5 is there. Oh, e5 will be controlled by the knight. Sack bishop if he plays rook b2. Rook b2? What the heck? This is b2. I think he wants to play rook g8. Bishop takes a2. What? In which world you are? This is a2. Ah, e5 is there, yeah. So he takes that knight. So he gives away this. Let's take that. We do not have anything else. Now this is not hanging because there is this important check. I guess he wants to move the king. But if he goes there, knight g6, and I'm going to be up next. This pawn is not going to. Wait, I was asking for what? The moment this knight move, we can throw this check. I can take. I have to prevent castling, right? How to do that? Should I get this knight back? Then the pawn will be here. Knight g6. Then he can take this pawn. And if I'm capturing, if I'm going queen h5, then knight goes back to f6 and hits the tail of the attack. Let's take this pawn. Free bishop. Ah, I'm a stupid man. I'm stupid. I don't know how to play chess. This is so annoying. I could have just taken that. I'm giving free life. Now that is going to be a check. Knight g4. He's stopping knight g6. Rook takes f6 is not working here because after queen takes f6, queen h5 check, g6 is there. As knight and queen both will be defending g6. Check, king slides over, knight g4, the castle queen slide. I think I gave away all of the. Let's eliminate this knight. And now queen f3. Oh, my knight! How to lose at chess? How to lose at chess? Why didn't I bring my knight into the game? I missed the bishop initially and I hang my knight. Can you believe that? What is wrong with me? I simply didn't take that free bishop and I hang my bishop. Oh, sorry, knight. This is incredible. Completely like feeling like out of the shape. If poor plan is better than no plan at all, queen is 7. Oh, knight takes with a huge threat. Rook b7 पे डिजाइन था. Rook b7. How the heck I'm missing everything? Why didn't I take that? I don't know in which world I'm living right now. I have no idea. This is hilarious and funny at the same time. Well, I give him everything. I give him everything. भाई मुझे समझ नहीं आता कि मैं अभी तक 2000 क्यों नहीं. Take knight, there is no benefit of capturing. We will lose the game on the spot. I don't know, man. I'm preparing c4 to get the access, but knight f6 is always there to protect d7. Yeah, I was winning the game on so many instances, and I choose to blunder everything. Yes, tactical. You can send me the challenge after this game. You could take the bishop, but he is thinking it's his turn. It's his turn. If he takes this, then I'm fine. I want to get access to this side of the board. Max Amman, you played really well, brother. You played really well. Okay, he's thinking. And look, this b7 was completely winning, I guess. I could have gone for right after his king. Attack with p2k. P2k, it's black to move. Did you not see that his time is going? Oh, why is he allowing this check? What? For what? And now rook f1. Knight goes back, rook f1 will be kind of checkmate because rook is controlling that and queen is controlling this time. We can get this game even now because his king is weak. Rook f1, and you have to give up the knight, then the bishop, then the queen. No, maybe knight f2 we take, bishop f4. We have to take that with the pawn, I guess. Oh, I can also take that with the queen. Okay, here of course I have to take that with the pawn because knight is controlling that. Is that fine? Yeah, I think it's fine. If he takes here with the knight, now what? Because we can't attack this even further. I can sack the rook, but then he will block with the queen. This looks interesting. Queen check is there. Yeah, if you block with the queen, then we have rook f7, deflecting the king from the defense of the queen. And if you push the pawn, I get d6. Now this is weird. Queen e5, rook f7, deflecting the king from the defense of the queen. And then capturing the queen. e5, queen d6 is checkmate. After that, of course. 2000 वाले डिफेंस भी अच्छा करते हैं बस वही डिफरेंस है क्या डिफरेंस है भाई should have done queen d4 queen check 16 है भाई आदित्य तुम्हारा कितना है knight c3 4 bad game this time yeah you will lose am I losing like here rook f2 sorry rook f7 queen d6 now king f5 is forced and check he can play one of these two moves it's not over I do have this check, but then he will go back. Knight is pinned, so he can't take. And if he goes this side of the board, then I think we can get him. S3 was there as well to control this square. But we want to finish the game on the square. Read set. He had queen e4 if that plan worked. Okay, now I can go there, but then he will go back, and we kind of have to repeat the position, right? What to do? Check here, check here. Oh, I think I have a rucksack. I think I have a rucksack. Like I can start with this move, and after this, there is this check. But he can take that with this. I don't know what, but let's go for this check. If he goes here, then this check. Yeah, this check is fine. Or this check is fine. Ah, I think this check is good because we are forcing this, and then look f3 will be check. Or sorry, queen f3 is easy. That check there was this. Oh, he's still finding the move. He is still finding the move. And there is this check which will force the queens of the move. Check. King goes back. Check. King goes there. Oh, now he can run away. Or if I'm going here, check. King here, and that is checkmate. Oh my god, this guy is very annoying, man. Very, very annoying. Check, but then he's running away, right? Oh fuck! How to find checkmating then? Checking there. I should have gone for any other alternative like this. I'm struggling to win the game, man. This rucksack is now not sure what to do. If we moved this, let's take control of that. Let's force the queens of the board. Let's play this end game. But now look at his activity, man. What is he doing? Am I losing? My king is way too passive. I can get this. Oh, there is a fork. Fuck up. Stupid man. Why did I take that? I anticipated this check. This guy is incredible. Oh no. It is a draw. Knight is winning. But still, it can be a draw, but man, how many times I messed up this game? I messed up this game like countless of times. It was completely winning in the opening itself. Like it is plus 3. Knight e5 is the right idea. Knight f6. This is the bad one. Okay, I was calculating this line. This is bad. But then what is the correct idea? Knight g6? Yeah, knight g6 is the correct idea. He goes there. And now e5. Wow. Look at this. Knight has to move. Let's see, knight d5. And then we play queen f3. And the attack is unstoppable. If he goes queen d7, then we simply take this. And the game is over. It is incredible. I'm just going for unnecessary complication. It is again winning. But what is the move here? e5? No, it's losing. Knight going back? Losing. Then what is the move? This? I don't know. Anyway, winning on time. Yeah, we won on time. Can you play ICBM Gambit if possible? Okay, let's see. Sack रुक पे winning था maybe. Queen takes d6 man. I'm still not seeing that bishop. Yeah. Can you believe I'm still not seeing that free bishop man? My eyes is kind of out of this world. Okay, let's play some random bleed scheme now. I want to play some random bleed scheme. Basically, ICBM attack didn't work after 1817. Right, so there is no chance we can win with ICBM. Let's try to read out this knight with g3 and then queen d2 to go for some sort of king size attack. D5 is possible, but I want to get my knight onto the attacking post first. Now this hits the rook. Queen d2, 4. I got 4. Who got 4? Actually, it's black who got 4. I'm ahead in material. D4 will already defend this. Let's try to undermine the central pawn. We are at a piece. Yes, he has central control, but it's not in. You can get that X. I'm fine. Now I can also deploy the queen on the king side. Oh, actually, I'm giving him enough chances, right? But why? 96 now? Let's defend that pawn. I can transfer the bishop on g3. Yes, he has this passer, but I don't think it will be tough to defend. Oh, okay, I can go there because knight is sufficiently defended. Queen has to go back. Then we have to get the queen onto the king side to attack him. I cannot play passively, even if we are ahead in material. And somehow I have to open up this piece of how to do that. Now knight f6 is a threat, as this pawn is pinned, and you can't give up the queen, then you will lose the rook. Rook f8 allows this check. Okay, now knight d6. Attacking the bishop, knight f7 will be f4. And now this. Oh, this is keyword. Game is playing itself, right? Game is getting played in itself. Position is asking to be win. Now you can't move the rook, you will lose the queen, and if you have to give up the exchange as well, then why are you playing chess? Okay, will you capture the rook or will you find any other move? Any other move is there or not? But let's see what he's going to play, then we will decide. There is a move which let's see who can find. Let's say he moved the king to g8. What will you play? Let's say black was king z8. What will you? Free bishop. Yeah, we will take that bishop on b7. They decided to give up the queen for two rooks, but that's not enough. I have this monster passer. Oh, why my internet is getting kind of slow? Go back where you came from, and then okay, let's get this. Again, I don't want to lose this game. Please let me finish this game. Where now? Let's hit the rook. Hit it again. You can't even. Oh man. Every squad is controlled. Rook g8 is the only move, and then comes bishop e4. And the bishops and the queen will control every square on the back rank. Have you ever seen this kind of situation, man? Let's take this. Check. This and this. Basically, we can remove this. Thank you, Dipanshu, for sending me. Namaste. Bishop d8. It's better, I think. It's fine. There was multiple way to win the game, right? Multiple way to win the game. Nice. Let's keep going. Let's keep going with some more games. And let's try to get closer to 2200 in bid section. I'm gonna play Caro-Kann defense. Again, I don't know what is the problem with the internet. Thank you, Dipanshu, again for sending me Mango Lassi. Perfect game check accuracy. Brother, I do not have the chess.com membership. I'm so sorry for that. Okay, white is going for the queen side expansion early. And we have to go for the center break. Knight h5 and then e5 maybe. But there is a problem. He can take knight takes and the bishop will be eating that. No, man. If I'm going b6, then there's b4. I really want to execute this move. That's not an easy task. That is not an easy task. Okay, let's treat this. Knight e6. I have to prepare e5 at some point. He is preparing e5. I don't need to respond to that move. And now e5 is achievable, right? Knight takes, bishop takes, and at the end, now let's go e5. E5 is achievable, but we have to give the dark square bishop. But if I didn't give the dark square bishop, oh, now this is, but he has enough defense, right? Simple pawn captures. Let's hit this. You have to go back. Okay, let's go back with this knight. He's getting that there. Not a big deal. We can play rook a7. We have to keep an eye on a6 pawn as well. And it's very hard to attack. I have to attack him on the king side, which is going to be hard. We have to we have to. Let's hit that. Knight e6. With the idea of knight g5 offering a knight trade. I have to fast because he's just rapidly playing. He's just making on the move, on the money. He's on the money. Now bishop h6. Triple attacking. Knight f6 and knight e4 is a good move, I guess. Yeah. Let's go for that. Rook f1. I need to keep the queens on the board. I want to play knight e4. g4. I will say, g4, I have to sacrifice the knight. So I'm not in time to play this, right? Or he's trying to trade the queen. Let's go for this now. Now I have the access of the queen side. So g4 is not dangerous. So he protected that. Where should I go? Should I go knight e4? g4, I will drop my queen back. There is this move. g5 looks interesting. Oh, my time. Fuck. Let's go for the queen side. Rook is defending f7, but my time, my internet is bad, guys. You can see that. I'm so sorry for that. My internet is bad. That is not possible. If he goes rook f1, f5. I can try to win a pawn. Should I? Yeah. But I'm going to lose the game on time. I'm going to lose this game on time. This is completely winning. But again, the problem is we are going to lose this game. Take that, and I will force everything off the board. I can't remove that is this move, which is annoying. GG. It's mate. Do not lose on time. Don't lose on time. Oh man, how did I lose on time? How? I pre-moved this with 1.8 second on the clock. Man, why chess.com? Why? It is fine. I cannot lose 1.8 second on pre-move. Look at I pre-moved this with 5 seconds. At least at the end moment, I pre-moved this with 1.8 seconds. How the heck is this possible? Man, this is fucked up. My internet is fine. Stream is like smooth. How can my internet be bad in this situation? Look at it, it's quite excellent connection. Now, all the 4 bodies there. Lost completely winning game. Again, it is showing some lag. I checkmate opponent with 0.008 second by premium. I have checkmated my opponent with 0.1 second on the clock. With 0.1 second on the clock. Right. Not only one time, but multiple times. I don't know why the heck my internet is going bad in between. What is the threat? Should I attack this? There is no threat. I can take that with the pawn. Let's win this knight. Now this knight. I want to play g4, but then I don't want to give f4 spy for his knight. What is the idea? He wants to get this. If I'm going here, knight f1. So that's not good. With some sort of sacrificing ideas. If he goes knight f4, then we play g4. Let's go here. You want to trade. Now f4 is under control. Knight is sufficiently defended. Once he moved the knight, I want to get on the queen side. Should I take that with the pawn or with the knight? Both looks interesting. If I'm taking with the knight, then there is f6. And if I have to move, let's take that with the pawn. Let's take that with the pawn. Check. King h2. Capture. And how to get on the king side? That is the question. Queen c7. No queen c7. Let's offer a knight trade. E6. Queen f6 also looks interesting. Attacking h6. But I have to take this, right? I can't play e6. My queen is hanging. Should I go queen f6? But he will take this. It looks too much. If he takes e6, at least I will have a draw. Now I can take this, hitting the queen, defending the pawn. Now, my king is relatively safe. Look here. We're stopping this. D5, D6. Again, I think my time will be a problem. Can I save this game? I don't want to lose this one. Okay, he's allowing this check. Let's take this. This is hanging with check as well. Should be winning, I guess. Check. Uh, Let me defend this. I have to remove that pawn. Queen d2, queen d2. Let's defend everything. If he takes, I would love to remove this pawn. But maybe this is even better. Then we can take this. Now this is coming to g4. I don't want to trade. Oh man. Move the rook. What's the idea? Let's offer rook trade. Queen trade. Oh, I hung this! What? What the heck is wrong with me, man? I'm messing up completely winning game. I'm gonna lose the game on time. The reason behind these two loss is my internet. I start losing some of the times and I got panicked. This is fucked up, man. I was just completely winning this. These two losses was because of my bad internet. Look at it again. The internet is bad. One more loss is coming. E5. Try to remove obvious capture. I have almost removed the game till this moment. Still, I'm down to 2 minutes 40 seconds. I want to send this pawn all the way up to h6 now. You can play h6, queen f5. If you want to play this, I will go there now. And your squares will be weak. I'm also okay. He's going for that as well. Wow. And for some reason, everything is defended. We can't attack like what's that? Can I go f4? Inviting this capture. I'm continuously hitting him, but it's not enough. If I'm going to d2, knight e4 is going to be a4. Rook d3, white. Oh, I think I should play rook d3, inviting e4 so that our dark square bishop can get open. Oh, he's giving me that. Oh, let's go h4 to stop z5. I want to play for queen f4 with some attack on that side. Okay, now I can double up on the d5 because there is no knight. And queen is also tied down in the defense of that. Let's go here. My internet again. It's showing some problem. Why? I have an idea. If he captures, I will take that with the pawn. Sorry, queen. First of all, we're keeping an eye on that. And look at this knight. So rook f2 and rook f1 is coming. Yeah. There is no defense. There is no defense because it is absolutely pinned. And the only defender of this knight is the king and the queen. And every piece will attack the knight. There is no rook pieces as pawn is controlling. This is reasonable. Finally, we are winning this. Yeah. Let's finally, guys. Because I hope you enjoyed the last game. If you do enjoy that, please do hit that like button. And you can also subscribe the channel if you are new to that. Or should have captured with this pawn. Should have captured with this pawn to open up this light square bishop onto this diagonal, I guess. You should play bishop d6. Where? Now I have to play bishop d7. Getting this bishop. Rook c8. Knight a5, knight c4. Knight b3 can be an option once you move the queen. Let's go for this. If he puts this, a3 will be hanging. And our knight is nice on this outpost. But I have to move this bishop sometime. Let's go bishop a8 so that it will be defended by the rook. Yeah. Now this bishop is monster. Queen d5 is coming. Knight d5 is there. Let's go here. He captures bishop takes. There is checkmate threat. Uh, now what? Let's go this side of the board. You can also prepare this one. I don't want to give up this bishop. Let's keep this. F5, 95. Let's shift the rook to the d5. F5, there is knight e5, and this bishop has been limited, right? Let's reposition this bishop onto this beautiful diagram. I don't want to trade, to be honest. What about this one? Try to deploy the rook onto this side of the board. I like this one. I can go rook f5. And I can also try to sacrifice this, right? Yeah, bishop takes f3, z takes f3, rook takes f3, h3 will be hanging, then the knight will be hanging. Like bishop takes f3 is there. I can pin that, right? I can also go this way. If he goes here, knight g, now rook g6. And now I'm preparing f5. Let's sacrifice this bishop. Queen takes s3 is there, attacking f3, and preparing s5 to win that knight back. And I don't think he can defend both of the things at the single time. His queen is out of the defense, right? What do you guys think about? Is this bishop sacrifice winning or not? Was this sound or not? h5 is there, queen takes f3 is there, f5 is there. I think I should just take this and we will recapture our knight easily. Yeah, let's just take this. Now knight is gone. There is no defense. And we have restored our material equality, but look at the king. We have collected all of these three pawns. Bishop d6. And the game is kind of over. I can throw this check. If he goes there, the bishop is going to be hanged. And preparing this check, we win that. So, GG, how did we attack him? And we got everything in a flash. It is nice, easy. Did you guys enjoy this game? We have a brilliancy. Did you guys enjoy this game or not? If you do enjoy this game, please do hit that subscribe button and help the community. Right? What should I do now? Well, 44 people. Let's play one more game. So we never get stopped. We just goes after his king. And we won the game. Let's go for one e4 this time. We are facing Sicilian. Bishop c4. Italian setup against Sicilian. d5. He takes. Draw the bishop back. Kingside castle. h3 to stop bishop g4. Castle. And now c3 to stop knight d4. Preparing our d4 push. c4. Bishop goes to c2. And bishop will be helpful in this diagram. Now let's bring this bishop out to g5. Anticipating h6. I can drop this bishop all the way back to s4 and then to g3. Review my latest game. I win without. There is this check, but then bishop g3. Let's bring this out. White idea to sacrifice this bishop onto h3, but I'm not going to allow that to happen. Need to play rook e1. Again, my internet is a problem. You can see that I'm just pre-moving, but still it is not working. Let's go for this side of the board because that bishop was there. Bishop there was not doing nothing. There is no b3. We are hitting the queen and the knight on c6. So he has to think what to do. If he captures, I think pawn takes. It's the knight. There is no knight h5, so either knight h7 or no, queen is defended by the bishop. That's the power. So let's go here. He is not in time. Let's go after that bishop now. I can take that, but I don't want to help him. Let's bring the queen into the game. If he captures, I can reinforce my center. That will be good for me. G6 hangs at 6. Queen b1 was there, yeah, but that was kind of passive. Now let's go to d1. Want to see that queen. What about knight f5? If he captures, bishop takes will hit the queen and skewer the queen and the rook. Yeah, I like the look of queen f5. He is not in time because then it will be a check and we can slide the queen to h2. Let's take. Oh, is this check winning? But no, we are not in time. Knight takes h6. I will not be able because bishop will be hanging. Now I am threatening this. And I will go for this, I guess. Knight takes g takes, queen takes, threatening that. Now bishop takes g6 is not in time. Knight goes there. Now g6 will be there. Let's do it. Hard है. Yeah. Inducing g5. Can I play bishop f6 after he move the queen? Let's take this. Now what? I can develop on the d5. No, I don't want to trade the bishop. My position is commanding. Right. At this moment, I can also take this because rook is not defending e6. But now it is defending. Let's develop on the d file. H4 is there now. Rook d6 is also there. Yeah, rook d6. Preparing bishop takes e6. Should be winning, I think. We have to move. I can take this immediately, right? But I want to keep this bishop right now. This bishop has the great potential energy to attack him on the queen. So queen f3 now. H4. Rook d7 is there. Let's hit this bishop first. Let's be here. Knight here, I will drop it back. F5 is there now. Oh man, how did I fuck? This is so funny, man. I was winning the entire game. I was winning the entire game and then I messed up at the end. Knight c4. White has the bishop pair and he will have some upper edge because of this light square bishop. Let's stick with this. Again, we'll try to attack, but we have to remove this. H6. Yeah, he will have a great attacking chances with the help of this light spread bishop. How did I messed up the last thing, man? From that much winning position. Get out of here. Take my bishop, please. I have to play otherwise rook c6 and then rook d6 to attack that. Now bishop g7 to hit the queen. Let's hit that weakness. Knight f6. Let's take that. Let's try to hit this new weakness. Bishop b1 I'm anticipating. I can take that, right? But he will take this. Let's go there. Again, he is giving me the option of eliminating this. But for what? I can't take this because bishop is still defending that. I think he wants to deflect my queen somehow. What is the idea? There is no check. You will lose the queen. Right. Even if you go for there, I think I can happily take that. No. Let's try to take this. Oh, I could have taken that pawn initially, which I missed. And why I'm not taking this? I'm not saying there is still any discovery, right? This pawn is just marching. It should be winning. It looks like winning. You can also play this move. Now rook e2 pins that bishop. Queen c3 is coming potentially. I'm threatening this move. Queen takes. No, the pawn is in the way. The pawn is in the way. Maybe I should just double up along the a file. Maybe triple up. This should be winning. But he has three attacker, three defender. Let's go here. Now I think I can go there. If I can capture this pawn, then everything will be easy. I guess. What do you guys think about that? Isn't this winning? This is completely winning. We got this. You can take that, but then I will trade, and the game is basically over. GG. GG. Follow for daily chess puzzles. I also can't see it. Wow, thank you. Thank you for sending me Array yaar. What is this Array yaar? Thank you, Hermoine. Secret for sending me star. You guys are doing crazy things. Let's go for another game. What happened? What? Turn on the mic. Okay, let's castle here. H4 is not an option, but he will go for the attack, right? And we have to go for the queen side expansion. And we have to be very, very careful as well. Knight a5, knight c4 is the idea now. Can I play knight h4? Let's go for this plan. Hmm. If he captures, he takes c4. And now this is an option. Preparing knight h4, knight f3. I'm anticipating. Oh, he's just occupying this file, not giving me the option again. Very good. Let's go for the queen side play then. Ideally wants to play queen d5, but that bishop won't defend it. See that? Hmm. Take that pawn, f5, I can take, and I can draw this knight there. But then f6. Can I go here? But bishop f2, then I have this check. I can go here. If he takes my knight, the bishop on d5 is hanged. And if he goes bishop f2, I have this very important check, and then I will move the knight first. Okay, now we have to move the knight, right? Because he's threatening this. Uh, this guy is very annoying. Can I survive this attack? It looks insane. It looks insane, though. Bishop f2 again. There's this important check. King slide over. I can force the queen trade, right? Is there anything else? And now this check is coming. Oh, no. That's good. There's this, but then I can force a queen trade. Then I think I can survive because this pawn is just going. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? Oh, it didn't take. Let's lose this pawn. Bishop is defending. And if we try to sacrifice this rook for the bishop, then we trade the queen with check and we recapture the rook and we win the game. And I'm not seeing any way to defend this, but still I have to be precise. I have the quality of messing up the game. Yeah, now we take this. Haha. That's not gonna work, man. I'm not gonna mess up this. And now rook c1. Yeah, GG. This is easy. What should I do now? I can take, probably we are losing this. So let's go attack this pawn. You are not in time because after this move we will take that with check, forcing bishop takes, and then rook takes d4 wins. Anyway, we take that, and then we take this, and this is completely winning. Oh, he is threatening this move. So I can take, but then this will be devastated. Let's attack this. Don't need to take. There is no this move. I can control this. Wow. I can't play this because then this. I have to go here. Now I'm ready to take this. If he goes here, like here, then finally we play rook e1 and we pin that knight and then win the game. Finally. If you guys are enjoying the game, do hit that like button. Do hit that like. Now this attacking the bishop. Still playing. Okay, now this is unstoppable. This is unstoppable. The game is over. Pawn takes check. Where? GG. If you enjoy this game, please do hit that like button and subscribe us. Okay, where the pawn takes check. The moment we trade the queen, it was completely, yeah, GG. Let's keep going. Couple of more game and we are 2150. Right, we are just 16 points away. If we can manage to get 2 wins, then we can cross 2150. A4 with the idea of stopping d5. Now c3 controlling d4. S3 preventing this. Next, bishop e3, knight d2, castle kingside. Knight d2, castle kingside. Yes, let's castle. d5 is coming. We takes. We drop this back, and we prepare d4. Let's go d4 takes. I'm fine. c4. Okay, he is not responding. We should not try to find anything else. If he captures here, we have knight takes, and then bishop takes. And my bishop will be very good on this diagonal. And we are going to read out this knight to g3, then to f4, hitting that bishop, hitting g7. Right. Bishop c2 is always helpful. Let's take and get the a file. Now knight g3, threatening knight f5. Let's do queen d2 to connect the rooks. Knight e4, I can just take that. And now his idea is to play this one, right? I can go here. I also like the look of knight f5. But then b3 and bishop will not have some square. Let's take that rook. And then knight f5 maybe. Now b3 I can go bishop b2, rook will no longer be hanging. Bishop g5, threatening to damage his pawn structure. And once, okay, he's pinning himself. Now knight e5. If he takes, then I have this move. And knight will be gone. I think we have initiative and we have keep pushing. We should keep pushing. Let's just recapture. He can pin this. We will unpin probably with queen c1. I'm also looking on f7. Hi Sam, hello, welcome to the stream. Okay, that means he is asking for capture. I can take this, then knight d7 is there. But I don't think this will give us too much. Knight takes is there. Then he will start. Oh, bishop can comes alive. Bishop can come alive. Like, I mean, after z takes at 6, knight takes at 6 will be a check. If you move the king, then knight takes f7. f7 will be a fold. Now I can take this. Knight is hanging. You are not in time to take my bishop. And if you goes here, bishop takes e4. We trade the queen. We trade the queen and we get the bishop back. Like bishop g5. Or bishop e3. Anticipating rook d3, I will play bishop d4 to solidify everything. Let's go bishop d4 here. f6 looks interesting, I guess. f6, I can play knight e3 first. Yeah, knight e3, hitting that. And then we will, we can win this pawn, right? Because bishop c5 is, rook c5 is not in. Now knight d6 is there. Yeah, let's go knight d6, hitting this. If we give up this bishop, then everything is fine. We are up 3 pawns. Can I convert this game, man? Can I convert this game? Still a long way to go. It is not easy. Let's ask him to give up the bishop for the knight. Now this is coming. Good thing about this position is our pawns are intact. I'm never going to push this pawn and allow this bishop to be active and rook to be active. Now this, I think I'm happy to trade the rook. I will bring my king into the game. I will push all of these pawns. Oh, I could have taken that, right? Could have taken that f7. Still should be winning. I should not panic. We are up 3 pawns. Let's prevent this. I can't take because my bishop will be hanging. Knight will be hanging. So now let's defend the knight. Threatening to capture. King takes. I'm pushing this pawn. Oh, there's this check. Oh, he misses that. He missed that check. No, that is hanging. How to defend that? Oh, I need to push this pawn. Oh, the oh, it's a draw. But it's not easy. Ah, it's not easy. Now you can't put it within the game. Same color bishop save us. Same color bishop save us the game. Wow, man. If it was opposite color, we would have lost. Why? Because he could have sacrificed the bishop for that last pawn. Very funny game, but we managed to get this one. Okay, we want to get one more game. Then we will be 2-1-5-0. Oh, this is where awkward. But let's make use of that. Let's make some use of that. Preparing f6 now. Take out this knight. Recapture. I have to take this. But f7 can come under fire. Let's get the knight on e4. He is going for checkmate move. Let's solidify and cement it this knight. What is he trying to do now? Knight on e5. Knight on e5. I will take that. We'll try to play rook g8 and try to go for the attack somehow. Can I get this? But it looks like white has some attacking chances. Yeah, white has some attack. Now you can't play bishop. Oh, sorry, knight e5 because bishop takes e5 opens up a line of attack on your king. And I'm threatening bishop takes d4, I guess. Because rook g3 is not a possibility as my knight is controlling that square very perfectly. So bishop d2 is a threat, but not now because queen is defending that. So let's go here. Again, there is no rook g3. We are keeping an eye on this pawn, or maybe threatening this. But again, knight, our rook is defending now. Wow, this guy is intense. Bishop can be a losing piece, right? Then with g3. Let's keep an eye on the bishop. Bro, you know all lines of all opening and defense. No, man, I don't know that. I'm just using my common sense. He is defending that as well. What to do now? Let's go here. Knight takes rook g3, queen f5, queen f5, but then there is rook f1. So it is better to go for this line. White has everything in his. e5 looks interesting. If he captures, bishop takes. Yeah, oh, I hung the rook. Now I can't trade other rook. I can't take if you take check, then I can take that rook. Yeah, he can't take this. But maybe my king will be completely open. I think I misplayed there. I should have not rushed. I just pre-moved there. I just didn't anticipate this move. I thought that he's going to play anything like rook f1. But now he goes there. This looks interesting though. Yeah. Can I go after his back rank? Wait. How to access his back rank? Let's put there. Let's try to make him a little bit passive. This. Can I get the things into time scramble? I do have this move as well. Yeah. Let's try to speed up a little bit. Check. And GG, we are winning this one. And we are winning that because Rook will also take Z3. King H2 is forced. There is nothing else. And now we win the game. How are you going to defend that Rook? There is no way. It is a double attack. We can also bring the queen as well if you try. Okay, let's deliver checkmate. 2000s won't hang back rank meet. He did. He hang back rank. You said that 2000 didn't hang back rank meet. Actually, we win because of his back rank issue. Hussein tried to promote. Yeah. Oh, we are at 2149, just 1 point away from 2150. And if you enjoy this game deserves a sub. You can throw me a sub, man. This game deserves a sub. Okay, I'm pre-moving, but still I'm losing some time. I lost a tempo. Here I want to play a5 to stop this. Let's go here. Rook c1. This is one of the idea. Now I'm threatening this move followed by knight c6, a family code. He sees everything. He is seeing everything. Oh, he can take this. Fuck. Oh, it didn't go for the trade. Should I sacrifice this knight, guys? I don't know if that is the correct solution. But my intuition is telling me go for that. As e6 is hanging. I can get a pawn. No. Knight h5. Other knights defending as well. Can't win knight h5. Oh, bishop h6. Rook f7. Hmm. Other knight jumps in. I can take, queen takes. Oh, it is that with the rook. Okay, I guess his idea is to take that with the rook there. Hmm. Let's try to get this. Bishop f8 is still there. Let's go back, threatening this. I will be happy if I get the draw. But now he will find another way. Maybe he will just move that knight. Oh man, why did I miss that this is going to be a check? Okay, anyway, I have a queen. Really? He is sending me the message that really. Really? Man, he literally sent me the message that really. Wow, man, it is so funny. He thought that he can survive this game. Oh man, it is so funny. He sent me the message that really, in the sense that he wants to win this game because I sacrificed the piece. But wow, what a great run it was. I think we won the game in a row, like 4 or 5 games. Beautiful attack, man. Yeah, he should have just captured that queen. He misses that. And actually, I was losing, but still, we managed to force him to lose his calm. And GG, we are now at 2150. I hope you enjoyed this game. If you do enjoy this game, you can hit that like button. You can subscribe to the channel. And that's it for this time. I will be streaming at the evening now. It was a long stream, almost 3 hours, more than 3 hours, of course. And we got some nice wins in the rapid section. We got a huge boost in the blitz section as well. Now we are just 45 points away from 2200 in the blitz. So actually, it was a nice stream. Right. And yeah, that's it for this time, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you for joining the stream and giving your time. And if you have any question, you can leave that in the comment section. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, Sahil. I do not have the membership. I can't review your game. Let's end the stream with a win. So I just won the last game. So we are ending the stream on a win. Not on a small win, but a good win because we have crossed 2150. Right. I think you want to get me into losing streak, right? I think you want me to get me into losing streak. Because if I play another game, maybe the chances are that I can lose the game and then my mind will be messed up. Just see if not that review. Sahil, let's see where is your game. That is going to be the last thing we are going to do on this stream. Champion is your right ID, right? Champion. Champion. Let's go. Which game? I need to read the chat, I guess. Uh, hmm. Okay, let's see. Which game, brother? First one. Okay, you won the game in 21 moves. Let's go. Oh, great. Okay, you are playing with the black pieces. E4, E5, knight C3. So white opt for Vienna? No. 3 knights. Knights, 4 knights. It is kind of so funny. You can call it like 2 knights, then you can call it 3 knights, and then you can call it 4 knights. D4 now. Getting into this cost variation, e takes d4, knight takes d4, knight takes, queen takes, and now bishop e7. Very solid principle, ready to castle kingside. Bishop c4. Again, white is also developing a piece, ready to castle on the king side. Castles, castle. Wow, very peaceful. a6, very good move. Stopping this, and the idea is expand on the queen side with the b5. b6 with the idea of Yankito this bishop onto that diagonal. b5, very good. Expanding on the queen side, attacking the bishop. Bishop goes back, and did you follow up with bishop e7? Yes, let's go. Wow, man, it is very good. There is no mistake in this game till this moment. From no one. Like both of the players are making some good moves. Okay, now black goes bishop b2. Wow, again principal. He makes the room for that bishop on that square, so he can kill that. Now c5 again, very good, attacking the queen, gaining even further advancement on the queen side. Queen goes back, and now knight g4. Again, asking some question to the queen. Wow. But in future, there is so much mistake. Let's see. Queen goes to g3, which attacks the knight. Knight goes back to f6. Okay, not a big deal. And now comes e5. Now white has some sort of initiative. Knight e5. Yeah, very good. Knight d5, offering a knight trade. White goes for e6. Wow, look at the idea. If you take, then there is knight takes. You will not be able to recapture as there is going to be a checkmate. This bishop will come alive on this diagonal. What happened in the game? White is going to be crazy now. You takes. Did he find knight is d5? Oh, he find knight is d5. You can't recapture because there is checkmate. So you are going to be down a piece. You can't even play bishop f6 because then knight takes f6. Queen takes f6 is not a possibility as there is bishop takes f6. And of course, you can't take that with the pawn because queen is pinning that. Wow. Beautiful. What did you play? Bishop z5. Very good move, but now h4. Better would have been just to play g3. Sorry, g6. Yes, you are going to lose that. But after bishop g5, h4 and f4 is coming. Which one did he find? Oh, he goes for this one? What the heck is this move? Okay, I see the move. The idea is to deflect the queen from the defense of this bishop. And he's hitting that rook as well. Rook c8. Rook c8. Yeah, very good. Rook c8. You pick out the queen. Sorry, knight. Now you can take that knight. Again, there is checkmate. No, no, no. This knight is again untouchable. Wow. White is playing incredibly well. Now h6 or bishop h6. f5. Okay, very good. Cutting off the connection between the bishop and h7. Renewing the threat of rook takes c7. But now there is knight takes e6, which will fork the queen and the rook. And you, how did you win this game? How the heck did you win this game, man? Because this is a family four. You move the queen, but checkmate is defended, right? He can simply take this rook, and even better is just to take that bishop on g5. He takes that bishop. Wow, white is winning. What is the idea of h5? He can simply take. So the better was to go h6. Okay, no, he can't take. Here there is checkmate. Wow, good, good, good. And he takes. Oh man. At the end moment. It is so funny, man. You just invite this attack, and white plays everything correctly till this moment. And he blunted checkmate in one move. Wow, it is kind crazy. Incredible game, man. Till this 20th move, white is completely winning. There is no chance for black. And in the one single move, white gives away everything. Can you believe it? Incredible, man. Oh, man, this is mind boggling. So funny, so funny. It's fun. It's fun to watch this game. It's fun to watch this game, man. Yeah, it is like how White was playing Inkel. Look at the game. Look at the advantage. It is +8. It is +6 and in this moment. There is no doubt that White was winning the entire game. How principled did he play? He played everything correctly. You bring this bishop out, he bring this bishop out, castle, a6 makes sense, b3 makes sense, b5 makes sense, bishop goes back, bishop b7 makes sense, bishop b2, c5, queen e3, knight g4, kind of an empty move, but it's fine. It's not losing. And here, this is the final moment. Maybe there is knight d5, and after e6, you should have played bishop f6, and you can survive this because if he takes simple rook takes, and you are fine. And if he takes here, then again you can take this. If he takes, then you have to take that. And then knight f6 is not an option. Yeah, you are fine in this moment. Yeah, if he takes this, then you can just take that knight. You can just trade everything there. And at the end, the pawn is fallen. Yeah, so the best was to play bishop f6. After this, best was to play bishop f6. Or maybe knight back to f6 and you are fine. Because he can't take a piece there. But by taking that pawn, you allow him to capture that knight. Of course, you take, you get checkmate. You find bishop z5, and now look at how white is playing. Knight c7. If he takes, sorry, queen is defending first of all, so you can't take even. Rook c1, rook c8. Now queen h3. Again, you can't take the knight. There is checkmate. Everything was principal. Now you push this pawn. That's why I said either bishop h6 or h6 itself was a better idea. f5 weakens e6, and he takes. He takes the bishop. He could have taken that rook, but then it is just an exchange, right? But once he takes the bishop, he's ahead in material. He's up 2 pieces. And as 4 and 1 bad move, the game is over. Anyway, a funny game, and I hope you enjoy this analysis. But you have to be better side. You cannot hang everything like that. Try to find a better move. Okay, now I'm going to end this stream. And if you have any question, you can leave that. You can throw me a sub. Oh, what? Right. Bro, what device you can use for live this stream? I'm using my laptop. Sweta, can you? Okay, you guys are trying to have it chat. PC sub gamer, SB gamer, we can we play bullet? Bro, what device? I think I answered your question. I'm using my laptop. Lenovo. Okay, that's it for this time, guys. I will see you in the next stream tomorrow. Sorry, today evening at 6 p.m. I hope you enjoy the stream. If you enjoy this stream, do hit the subscribe button and came back on the stream at the evening. Bye bye.